Seahawks are a team that had a different quarterback last year, and my point in saying that is you can put your team into a different stratosphere pretty quick in the NFL nowadays. You can do a lot in one offseason to really catapult your team. So if you're Howie, you got to look at that and think, let me make sure I do what I got to do to position this team to get back right this year. Because I did see Jalen Hurts rolling around there with the Brady, the Mannings, Jerry Rice, Joe Montana. I mean, all the greatest in the game. And there's Jalen Hurts right there with him, Sileo.
Hold on. I really love this. This is one of my favorite. This is seriously, this goes down as one of my favorite pictures of all time. I mean, folks, I really do dig it. Look at the champions that you have.
Wait,
and by the way, look at the one guy cropped out of this.
Scroll up. What's the video above that on Steve Young's timeline?
I mean, let me see. What is it? I don't see.
It's him and Jalen Hurts.
Oh, because he probably felt bad because he cropped him out of it. Hey, I tell you what, though. So you're telling me going from Geno Smith to Sam Darnold's what won them the Super Bowl?
No, I'm saying it's a big. I mean, they fired their OC last year, didn't they?
No, Clint was there.
Was Clint there last year too?
Yeah, they fired their quarterback. They sent Geno packing. Geno was the guy sent packing. Geno was the guy.
I'm pretty sure they didn't. He wasn't their coordinator last
year.
So
was Clint in New Orleans? Is that where he was?
Clint was, he was the New Orleans offensive coordinator.
He was in New Orleans. Okay,
he was a 1-year guy in Seattle.
Yeah, so he was in New Orleans with Dennis Allen.
So you get a 1-year guy. Mm-hmm. They got obviously a better quarterback, or at least a more competent quarterback for them for when Sam Darnold and Geno Smith. They built their defense, and they won.
And ran the ball.
Ran the ball.
Boy, kind of sounds like Eagle ball to me, doesn't it?
I'm saying, everybody. Howie shouldn't sell this team yet. Don't blow this thing up.
Shows you too. You don't have to have an elite quarterback to get to that game.
Oh,
You think Sam Darnold's elite?
No, I don't. But I think that was an elite team, and obviously having an elite team is better than having an. Actually, I don't even know if that.
I don't think that's an elite team, dude.
Me neither.
Which
hurts a little more.
Their defense has a shot at being an elite defense.
It hurts a little more because this was a year in the NFL where anybody could have got it.
Don't you feel like this was a missed opportunity by the Eagles?
In a way, I do. But you're not going to win them all, and you got to keep rolling. So let's see what they're able to do. But I do think they should be cautious about how much they're going to blow it up. They've already made some pretty big changes in the coaching staff.
They've blown the whole entire offensive coaching staff up.
Mm-hmm.
You find that wild? That they've replaced everybody, but how young and inexperienced everybody is. You think that's by design?
I'm not a big fan of this O-line coach. No.
And I'll tell you why.
I've so far I've had no problem. I don't dislike Mannion despite the the lack of experience. I didn't hate Grizzard as pass game coordinator, and I was all right with Mahaffey too from Green Bay. I like him. This is the first one they haven't had a good O-line.
No, they're like 18th or 20th.
Like when Darnold was there, John brought this up, and he's right. One of the big things of why that team collapsed at the end of the year was the O-line.
That's right.
Now this year it's tough to rip him. I mean, he had 16 different offensive line combinations, but he just doesn't have a great. He hasn't really done a whole lot with guys. Now maybe he needs a longer career, but he's been an O-line coach for 4 years. Jeff Stoutland had a pretty good first 4 years. He got upgraded after 4 years and had a Super Bowl.
I'm going to tell you a story that Adam Kaplan told me on Saturday, and I'm going to try to get Adam on tomorrow. Okay. He said that Jeff Stoutland got very emotional with Nick when Nick told him that he wasn't going to be part of the game plan on Sundays, that they wanted him to be the O-line coach. but they didn't want him to be part of the game planning, and he was not going to be part of it. He got emotional, and Adam Kaplan said, Jeff Stoutland's an emotional guy, and I hope I can get him to repeat that tomorrow, because that's what he told me when, I was on the Sports Grid show, and I was like, "You're kidding me." He goes, "No, he got emotional, and he said I quit." So, I mean, what's your take on that?
Well, I mean, it obviously didn't end, a great way for Jeff to walk away the way he did. I mean, I think that's pretty clear. Now, I don't have the information on how it actually unfolded, but
Nor do I.
It's unfortunate, but I as much as I like Jeff Stoutland, and that does bother me, because I think Jeff Stoutland is a coach with higher pedigree, and I trust him more than I trust the other guys. I also understand that it's a business. And change is going to happen. And when the offense isn't performing, somebody's going to – now, maybe it wasn't Jeff who should have been scapegoated. That's a fine argument to me. But, they feel that the head coach felt like they needed to make a change. The head coach is ultimately in charge, and that's how it went down. So,
okay. So I agree with everything you just said, but let me ask you for this. So you change the OC, you change the offensive line coach, you change the quarterback coach, you change the run game coordinator. Whose fault is that? You guys won 11 ball games. You were 8 quarters away from the Super Bowl.
I think we were top 10 running offense in the league.
You were 9th. You changed the entire coaching staff on offense?
No, I think they want to open this thing up. I mean, how many times have the Eagles won a game? All right, and the offense looked awful. I mean, seriously, how many times have the Eagles won a football game and it looked as ugly as it literally possibly could look on offense? I mean, I came up here and criticized it, and I used to have people comment, "We're winning. It's the only thing that matters." And hey, maybe they're right, but I'm just saying they won 11 ball games. That's not covering up that offensive ineptitude.
I'm going to peel the onion back a little. Do you know how many times before we would do the post game show, Xander would go, "How the hell are we going to talk about this shit?"
The offense, man. The offense it was tough to watch. There's no doubt about that. It was a tough offense to watch. But
so, who was on the trading block? Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis. Who was on the trading block to get Micah Parsons?
Yeah, apparently Jalen Carter was offered to get Micah.
What do you make of that? And a 1 and a 3, I heard.
I heard that as well. That's what John's saying. I'd be cautious of that, because I think edge rushers are great, but to me, this Vic defense, it works more off the interior of the defensive line than the edges, and maybe that's by circumstance because the better players have been on the interior. But I don't know, man. I mean, I'll say this: we do talk about Jalen Carter like he's Aaron Donald before he's Aaron Donald. You know what I mean? I think he has that upside. Yeah. But if you look at it, he hasn't been that player yet. He hasn't technically been worth $36 million. So
he's not Fletcher Cox yet.
My whole thing is, dude, and I know the league loves Micah Parsons and the Eagles love Micah Parsons. I like Micah Parsons more than most Eagles fans do, but I don't know about a 1, a 3, and Jalen Carter. I like if you said for Myles Garrett, I'd say, yeah, I'm fucking done. All right, whatever. I'm good with that. I honestly would. I would be good with that.
A 1, a 3, and a 4 for Jalen Carter for Parsons.
Well, you just added the 4, and where'd you come up with that?
I just thought throw that in there, just for shits and giggles. A 1 and a 3 and Carter.
You guys see what he does? He just keeps every time he says that, he'll add a draft pick. A 1, a 3, 5, 7, and a 9.
Oh man. Hey,
call it a 1, a 3, and Carter. All right, that's all I'm giving.
1, a 3, and Carter. Boy, is that a ton, man. And Jerry. Hey, how about this?
But Green Bay gave a lot too.
Yeah, but Jerry's the one that hedged it. Eagles were willing to do that. It was Jerry that wanted to trade in the division.
That's because Jerry knows that Mike is a damn good player, and he doesn't want him playing for the Eagles.
So if if a guy becomes available, if you could put Carter up for Micah Parsons, could you put him up for someone else?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, in theory, right? Now, I think it'd have to be a rare player.
Yeah, one of those
Remember, the thing with Micah that was different is like they probably wouldn't include him in a Garrett trade because of Garrett's age. Like Micah was the rare moment of like a player that they think was one of the best in the NFL, which they're probably right about, as much as I, do have some problems with the player. And he was young. So it was kind of a double whammy, a triple whammy. I don't think you get that with Miles because of the age. So I don't know who they would put Carter up for. Maybe they would though. It does tell you that they're thinking or were thinking, and Carter didn't particularly have his best season. So
would you trade Jalen Carter for Will Anderson?
Nah, probably not.
Oh, really?
All right, are you gonna fucking run down every guy in the league that you think is worth trading for?
No. I wanted to see.
Why would the Houston Texans pick up the phone? I want Will Anderson. All right, goodbye. What's this, a prank call?
No, here's Jalen Carter.
I don't think Houston would do that.
Oh, I'm trying to get the value of what you think of him. So now we've gone for
don't you agree to this? When you trade a player in the NFL, tell me if you agree to this as just a macro point. When you trade a player in the NFL, particularly when you trade a good player in the NFL, you never get the value back that the player is actually worth, right?
Never. No.
Right. So if you're the Texans, even if you think Jalen Carter is great, you're not getting close to what the real value of Will Anderson is. I'm just going to keep Will Anderson, if that makes sense. Like, I don't,
I think Will Anderson's a better ball player.
He might be. He might very well be. He's a Bama guy, so you don't have to pinch my arm.
And I think he's got better character. My point is that
he definitely has. He's definitely got less, of those concerns for sure.
See, to me, it's like if you put Carter up once, I wonder how many people now will start. Because Xander, here's also something that you got to remember: if that rumor gets out, and it got out, and Michael Parsons is now even saying that, other teams are going to call for Carter. Hey,
yeah, that was a break of the code right there about how he's pissed at Micah today.
Man, no question about it, man.
I haven't heard that anywhere. I wonder if that was news to Jalen Carter.
Oh, had to be. Had to be.
I wonder if that's news to Jalen Carter.
Are you kicking the can down the road on him?
I think probably. Especially with this information. Yeah.
Do you think they extend him? You think they extend him this offseason? I don't.
Maybe not this offseason now. I mean, I think they should extend him, but it probably won't come this offseason, yeah. Which is fine. Go earn it, Jordan Davis had to.
Okay. So they picked the 5th year up on him.
Probably. When is that due? That's due soon.
That's coming up beginning of free agency. Let's see. When can you franchise? That's a great. Let me ask that. When can you
Yeah, I think I saw it.
When can you pick up?
It's soon. It's like, it opens February 18th through March 4th.
February 18th. Okay. That's coming up in like 8 days, 9 days. 9 days. You're going to find out if he gets an extension or not.
Well, they'll probably be working out an extension in that time period. And if they don't work it out, they'll probably slap the tag on him.
I might, if I'm the Eagles, I might try to do this. Let me try to get him at a lesser rate.
Yeah, I would I said that. Devontae Smith deal.
Yeah. And if you're Drew Rosenhaus, you got to be concerned about the character issues.
Yeah, but I think Drew's going to use it against them, how much they played him.
Yes.
That's why Drew's been on the Eagles' ass this year about him.
Yeah, but I would also be careful, too, because you want to have negotiations with Jalen Phillips. He reps his ass, too. So I wouldn't be playing too many games with
all right, dude. Like, Jalen Phillips is a solid player. I'm not letting Jalen fucking Phillips hold the organization hostage.
I agree. Come on. No, I agree. All right, so what's up with A.J. Brown?
AJ back to Philly.